There's England!
That's impossible. His shoulders cannot be that big. Maybe the alphabet is
What should I do with this?
Angel cards to the rescue.
Yeah.
We are here at the stage door of Miss Saigon. We're trying to get some autographs. I think someone's coming.
Which one's missing? We want, have we got Alexa? Alexa. Where's Alexa?
All the stuff out my back duty.
Super.
it's yours. And it's a song of love. So tonight we sing a song with you and for you. And we ask that you join hands with the people next to you to sing it with us.
Hello.
What type of horse is this?
It's Shire.
What is it?
A cup?
Sorry?
Dylan.
Tourist Information Centre. They will be able to tell you where.
I am the warrior Marion! Ha! Huh, 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 huh. My sword bend.
Okay, does anybody know where the closest bathroom is?
Yes. Walk the way
which is beyond all imagination, but men imagined it. And of course, for them it stood for everything that was solid, eternal, and secure. These buildings represented the kingdom of heaven, the New Jerusalem, and in Lincoln's case, perfectly placed on the top of a hill, you know, which is the great place, because you go up to Jerusalem. Now, any of you been to Jerusalem? Right, you go up to Jerusalem like you go up to Jericho, and there it sits, you know, and here would have been towers and spires, many more than you can see today around the cathedral, because each of the great towers would have had spires as well. There were 47 parish churches in Lincoln as well, for 5,000 people. So there would have been a whole sort of nest of spires and towers, and it would have looked on the top of the hill just like a little Vatican City, you know. Well, as long as everybody can hear me. Now, you have to imagine that the gates would be closed for the services, and then you're really inside a church. You're in the ritual choir. And looking at the imp, the famous little Lincoln imp, he's just above the man's head, and you see this little imp at the bottom of that tuft there.
Now is no less equal important a part of our tour experience. It's just a little bit different for us. It's the part of the tour where I'm going to suggest that we all try to focus on our faith journey, whatever that faith journey might be. But it's a journey, it's going to be a journey through places where people have put miraculous amounts of energy and resources into giving testimony to their faith. This building being one of them, and we're about to go to Epworth, where the founder of our denomination was born and had his faith formation experiences.
Which has been connected. So we're delighted to welcome you as from the US of A. Delighted to welcome you as musicians, because this is a place very much in which music is important. And you've been blessing this place with your sounds now. Thank you. Thank you very much for that. So you're welcome as musicians, as well as coming from the US of A. I do hope you have a marvellous stay in England. Have you been told anything about this room in which you find yourselves? Well, it is a place with some history here. It was built a little after the main part of the church, and Edward I, when he was king, and he was a tough old monarch, he made it his chief job to bash up the Welsh and bring them to heel. And he succeeded. Sorry if there are any Welsh people by descent here. He did succeed and built a row of castles all round Wales to keep them in order. And then he asked himself, having imprisoned the native Prince of Wales, he asked himself what he could further do to keep them in order. And he called Parliament here into this building. It was the first of several times that Parliament met in this room and got them to pass a law that in future the Prince of Wales should always be the King's first son. So the idea of the Prince of Wales originated in this room. Charlie owes us his position, but whether he realises it is another matter. And since then, there have been all sorts of terrible trials and goodness knows what in this place. Its history goes back a very, very long way. But it's lovely to have you in it as part of that history and blessing it with your singing. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And it was in this room that she used to have 1 hour with each of her children each night. They always had an hour with Mum, on their own, with no one else. John used to have Thursday evening. And
adventure, let me tell you.
We just walked all the way to the wrong church.
St. Andrews. We know where it is. If you need to know.
And we shan't be seeing them again.
Dinner at the University of York.
very many cliques. Everyone's like, you don't have a place to go, oh, come with me. And so that's really good. And then today I actually enjoyed John Wesley's house, other than the fact that I was starving. I really enjoyed it. And it was just like, it was so much fun, and it was just like touring Abraham Lincoln's house. It was just like, I don't know, to see things from that time era, and it was like, it was a house. It wasn't, you know.
I have so much to say, and I could take a really, really long time trying to convince it. Two of my favorite things that have happened were either small or wouldn't seem favorite. One of them was everyone going in the fountain. Like, as soon as we did that, that's when it really started to be tour, and that's when I knew that it was going to really be an awesome tour. I'm having a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful time. There's a lot of stuff that's just, it's really great. And then some of the other big hits. The one I wouldn't seem like it was, my favorite was getting lost on the subway on the way to Superstar. we got so lost, and we took the wrong train about 5 times, and we kept losing people.
But they made the show right.
And we made it the show right before it started.
What a great show.
But it's a story that I can tell everyone and embellish a whole lot.
Worthy of the calling you have received. Be completely humble and gentle. Be patient, bearing with one another in love. Make every effort to keep the unity of the Spirit through the bond of peace. There is one body and one Spirit, just as you were called to one hope when you were called, one Lord, one faith, one baptism, one God and Father of all, who is over all and through all and in all. And when I read that at Coventry and thought about the part about being gentle and kind, and you see what's happened to that cathedral and the things that we were talking about reconciliation. And Dirk and I were talking about the idea that if you can come out of a world war with an attitude of reconciliation, we can certainly learn to reconcile and be gentle and kind and humble with each other, a group of 92. So this week, this next 2 weeks, keep thinking of that. Make every effort to keep the unity of the Spirit through the bond of peace.
The hole in the wall.
Mansfield.
Through the hole in the wall. Through the hole in the wall.
Oh my God.
Figure. Can you see that there's a red priest, a friar, sat in a chair with a knight leaning in front of him, and that knight's just returned from slaughtering people. Because if you look very carefully, he's got a red sword and a big nasty club dangling from his elbow like that, you see, with spikes on the end. So he's saying his confession to the priest, and the priest is giving him his absolution, got his hand on his head. And he's also giving him a penance, which is a quick whipping, can you see, with a cat of 9 tails. Here again, and there's a lady running away from him, and he's whipping her as she runs. She's holding a head in shame of the wicked things she's done. She's probably been caught in adultery, I would imagine. These are caricatures, the cartoons. Can you see, they're all pulling faces at you. And they're all meant to tell a story. This one here, Henry I, can you see, he seems to have severe indigestion. He's clutching his chest. And this is probably a reference to his death. He actually died of overeating. He ate a surfeit of lampreys. The cathedral, it's the seat of a bishop, or in this case an archbishop, who sits in that thing there called the cathedra, which is the Greek word for a throne. That sort of Gothic space rocket is the cathedra. That on the other side is the pulpit. So it is really St. Peter's Cathedral in York.
It looks like the secret garden. Well, that's so fun.
now in the Shambles, York's most famous street. Can you see how the houses overhang very nearly so they almost touch? This was to get more room in a crowded city.
He's natural, the man's a natural. America's got Bob, Johnny Cash, and Stevie Wonder. We've got no hope, no cash, and it's no wonder.
Welcome to the original Ghost Walk of York. My name is Ray Alexander, and tonight it's going to be my pleasure to take you round some of the historic, mysterious, and perhaps haunted sites of York. The Earl of Northumberland took part, but he was captured. He was brought into York and he was publicly executed. He was executed at the city centre site. It's about 300 yards from where we are now, a place called Pavement. It was so called because it was the first area of paved road in medieval York. And it's quite easy to find today because it still has that simple name, Pavement. And it's where Marks and Spencer's have their shop today. The execution site itself was somewhere inside where Marks and Spencer's have their store now. Somewhere in the region, we believe, of the lingerie department. He was executed on the 22nd of August, 1572. And his head was piped over Micklegate Bar. But 2 years later, Catholic sympathisers removed his head and took it away to give it a Christian burial in Holy Trinity Church, Goodroof. And it's there that we have this headless haunting. It's believed to be the ghost of the corpse of Thomas Percy, searching for the only part of his earthly existence to receive a Christian burial. Now it's
just sort of meditate on what these words mean to you. We've been talking a lot about our faith journey and about how all of us are at different places in our faith journey. Remember that when we talk about Christ, what we're talking about is the continuing presence of God in our midst, and God is Jesus in our midst. Christ means God's anointed one, and we call Jesus the Christ because Jesus was God's anointed one and lives on beyond this 33 years that he lived, lives on in the spirit of the show that we're doing and in the spirit of the community that we are and in the way that you guys are bearers of the light to the world. So, Christ be with me. Not a request, but a fact. What we seek is an awareness of this reality. We need to take him at his word. Lo, I am with you always. Wherever we are, whatever we do, our God is with us. The Lord is here. His Spirit is with us. Christ within me. There is many a person who has spent his life seeking Christ and making all sorts of pilgrimages, but the wonderful message is, we dwell in him, and he is in us. If we still ourselves, we will discover he is there. He has been waiting to work in us and through us. In him we live and move and have our being. Christ behind me. There he walks in your past. He walks in all the dark rooms you pretend are closed, that he might bring light. Invite Christ into your past. Experience forgiveness.
You're a witness. You know you belong. You can touch and heal and
Later, as the sun began to set below the western horizon, Jonathan and Thomas had both filled their parts of the barn almost to the roof. But Father Kevin's part was still completely empty. Finally, as the last rays of the sun were fading, Father Kevin came out of his cottage carrying an unlit candle. He walked into the barn and placed the candle in the middle. He spoke the verse from the opening chapter of St. John's Gospel. The light of Christ shines in the darkness, and the darkness cannot overcome it. Then he knelt down and lit the candle. In the darkness of Christmas Eve, its light filled the whole barn, shining right up into the rafters of the roof. A great cheer arose as everyone realized that Father Kevin had won the competition. Jonathan and Thomas stepped forward and, standing over the candle, shook hands. that Christmas onwards, they were the finest of friends.
Benmara Castle's never been captured by direct assault. It's been taken by siege and it's been taken by trickery. And this plaque up here commemorates one of the occasions when it was done by trickery, Thomas Randall. Now, he was a nephew of Robert the Bruce, and he laid siege to the castle in the year 1313. But in his army, he had a man called William Francis. Now, this William Francis had lived in the castle, so he knew a secret pathway up the rock. So what he said to Thomas Randall, get me a 12-foot ladder, 30 men, and I'll recapture the castle for you. And that's what happened. The 30 men climbed the castle rock over the wall and captured it from a garrison of 300 English soldiers. Now, that's odds of 10 to 1. With Scotland against England, no problem. But it's also from this time we see very little of an old castle, because when he captured it, Robert the Bruce had him destroy it. So the only building we see from early times is St Margaret's Chapel, but that'll explain to you when we get there. So on a
Steve.
Hi, John.
Hello. What's up?
Hi.
You want a piece?
Can't go wrong. There's a one-way system, and we'll see the other end.
No pictures, please. No pictures.
So that's okay.
Hi.
Hey there, Steve. Welcome to the castle.
Honey, put another leaf in the table. Someone's coming to dinner.
Someone's coming to supper. Look at the flowers. Now.
Hi, we're here at Holyrood Palace here, Starfire.
Really?
Christy, Nicolette, Amy, Sarah, Patrick, Tim, Alex, some guy with an ugly beard,
I resent that.
Karam, Andrew, Greg. Guys, say hi. Oh, Melanie.
You didn't say my name.
Jason. Are you guys having fun here in Scotland?
Oh, yeah. Hey, look, there's more Starfire.
Here's more Starfire people coming your way. There's Dave. Hey, Dave. Hi. There's Robin and Allison. Guys, say hi.
Hi.
Oh, there's Neil. Hi, Brian.
Hi, Meredith.
Are you having fun on the Starfire trip?
Yes, I'm having lots of fun.
What's your favorite thing you've seen so far?
Hampton Court Palace.
Hampton Court Palace?
Yes.
Cool. Did you enjoy this today?
It was alright.
Did you see the Scotland honors?
Yes, I did.
Did you like them?
They were pretty nifty.
Good. Here's more people. Here's Aaron, Carrie, and Jen. I think.
Yeah, it's Jen.
Are you guys having fun?
Tired. Yeah.
What's your favorite thing, Jen?
Bedtime.
Bedtime? What about you, Carrie? What's your favorite thing?
Hampton.
Hampton? What's your favorite thing, Carrie?
Scotland.
What about you, Aaron?
Scotland.
Good.
Please. Please no.
Oh, Steve, take your Steve, over here. Hell? You can't say hell in the church video. Mine hurt like heck.
Hockey sticks.
Mine hurt like heck.
It has been brought to our attention that a lot of the girls have received entrance
So yesterday when you guys were out shopping and going to the Mardi Gras and all that, we went to a florist and bought 61 roses for every girl here.
In addition to that, during lunch, we were kind of messing around and we accidentally tagged Duncan with some ISN, so we got him one too. So,
That's a cute
Okay, we line everybody up here, take a word that says skull, and then we turn around and we take it on the other side where it says England.
Oh, wow.
One picture. One.
Hi, Steve.
Get some of those pretty purple flowers in the background here. They're neat.
Hi, we're at Hadrian's Wall. This is Meredith. Danielle. If you turn to the right.
Your right, our left.
If you go this way, you'll see that there's the Hadrian's Wall. And this is Starfire.
Steve? Yeah? Hi, Joanne.
Hi, Erin. How are you? Did you enjoy the Beatles?
No, it was boring.
John, Paul, George, and Ringo?
No.
Oh, she's too young for the Beatles.
Good. I went through your
She
face.
prefers Take That on a Spice Girls. Okay? Vomit. Spice Girls.
Counting.
I've got so many meals there. Why are we here? Why are we looking at this place? We're on tour. You may never get back to. Enjoy yourselves. There's much of historical significance here. Right there.
What?
Going left or right? I know. Hey, can we take the bread on the left or the right? No, I took the wrong one. Okay, the one on the left.
When the saints go marching in, oh, when the saints go marching in, I want to be there in their number. When the saints go marching in, when the saints go marching in, oh, when the saints go marching in, I want to be there in their number. When the saints go marching in, marching in.
This is called Lead Me, Lord, from the Brooklyn Tabernacle, and it features Jennifer Grinnell's from our choir.
With a new Welsh haircut.
Yes, my parents still live here, and I'm sure my mother will be here to meet me this morning. It's Tuesday morning, my father's golf, and that comes before his daughter.
Hi.
About the train station.
Choo choo.
Chugga chugga choo choo.
Come and ride the train.
It goes like that.
Ride it.
No, it goes like this.
Oh God, that's all it takes.
Ew, dog head through the door.
No, the worst thing about Fear was that at the end, the father throws him out the window, he falls to his death, and then the credits start rolling. Like right there.
I know.
I do.
No, the best is when you stay there. Full.
Do you want both big risers?
No, but you eat that one.
Anybody else that might have appeared, and one dog. We've got a guide dog. I mean, fair's fair. Got to be welcoming. First, on behalf of the church here and the town, a great big welcome. Terrific to see you. Give them a clap. Two weeks ahead before they start. They're a terrific group. Story tonight is mixed and varied. It's not just to be sat to and watched and thought, that was good. It is that, but not just, I say. It's to be thought about. I'd like to quote you just one of the choruses from The Great Party. There's gonna be a great party and you're invited. There's going to be a great feast, so come along. Put down what you're doing and get excited. Join in the great party, the dance and the song. For me, the great party is with God. Think on. Give them a clap again. Not just excellent, blessed. From us to you, we thought about something in slate. And I saw that, I saw you, and I'm glad I chose. It's fun, it's joy, love and joy of the country. It says at the top, fishtails, gonna start by our singers, bye. St Nicholas Church, Montgomery, Wales, St Eglwys St Nicholas, Treforth. Diane, absolutely spot on. Thank you very, very much indeed.
Joy to the world. Looks like it's supposed to. All the boys joy to the fishes in the deep blue sea. Oh yeah. Joy to you and me. Commercial?
Sure, you can tell me where we are.
Where are we? Hurt Castle. We're in Hurt Castle. Hurt Castle. Hurt.
Yours tastes like water. It's so good. I wish I could guacamole pop.
afternoon. Come on, this is your first Welsh lesson. Bryn Croeso. Yeah, you started with bore da. Good. We'll get you through the day, yeah. Croeso I Gastell Caerdydd, Croeso I Gymru. Welcome to Cardiff Castle, welcome to Wales. What's welcome in Welsh? Croeso, well done. Some people pay attention. Croeso to all of you.
Not to get Anna. She's still struggling. She's going to be there most of the afternoon, I think. Go for it, Anna. Yay!
Yeah!
Ta-da!
Ready, Kelby, make the face. 1, 2, 3.
Go ahead and swing him around, Laura.
Oh, Lord. Help! They're crazy in there. I tell you.
Share know, everybody here, but I don't know if you guys know, we've been working on our hearts diligently. And come over here a little more, yeah.
Walk that
And
way.
these hurts we've been doing for, I don't know, many years. And this is one of my favorite traditions. And my heart stays in my bathroom on my mirror through the year until I get my next one. Because if I ever find a time in my life when I am feeling low or just need to know that people love me, I read this. And I kind of cheated and looked at some of the things that people wrote on yours, and I think you will feel as loved as I do when I read mine when you read yours. So thank you very much for that.
Okay?
Yeah.
This has been a very difficult year for me. And a lot of you guys know parts of it, and a few of you know all of it. And I was sort of having my own personal faith crisis this year. And it wasn't exactly faith in God that I was struggling with, but it was faith in myself and faith in Starfire that I was struggling with. And those kind of tied pretty closely into my faith in God. So a lot of things were shaky, and Carol and I weren't sure that if we were meant to stay on doing this. We struggled a lot with whether maybe God was saying it was time for us to move on. And I, believe it or not, actually prepared for this circle to be saying goodbye to you guys. And instead, you guys have somehow managed to be the best group we've ever taken on tour. I'm not, you guys, please, I'm not kidding. I really, this is very serious to me, okay? I never thought that would happen with this group. I never thought this group would pull together like this and be so kind to each other and feel the message of what we're doing so completely. And so the gift that you've given me is my faith.
I love it. Look at it. So
But after every excuse had been made, there was still this little voice inside me telling me I had to go. What for, I didn't know. But I did know that I couldn't back out. So in silent turmoil, I consented to the little voice. When we took off for our 3-week adventure, I promised myself that I would figure out why that little voice had called me there. It didn't take me long to rediscover Miracles of Starfire. On our 4th night, we performed fishtails in a little Methodist church in Harpenden. During our performance, some teenagers came in and sat in the back of the church. Most of them left right away, but they kept returning and sitting down again and then getting up and leaving. At the end of the show, they hung around outside so they could see that we were all actually Americans. They didn't believe that 70 of us were actually from the United States. Later that night, Brent and Kathy told us their story. They were from the shelter down the road, and most of them had never been in a church before. One of the girls in the group actually sat through the whole show. When she left, she made a comment about the Good Samaritan scene. She couldn't believe that the gang members had stopped to help the woman in the road after the missionary and the judge had passed on by. To her, it really hit home. At that point, a little light began to turn on for me. Something about what the girl said had struck a chord for me. But it all didn't become clear for me until a few days later when we visited a cathedral called Coventry. Coventry Cathedral was built in the early 13th century, like many other cathedrals. But what was unique about this cathedral was that in the 1930s, during World War II, the Nazis mistook it for an artillery factory and destroyed it with bombs. Instead of breaking down what was left of the cathedral, the people of Coventry decided to build a whole new cathedral right next door to show how far they had come in the heart of Great Sorrow. Starfire gathered in the ruins of the old cathedral and began to sing the song Micah 6:8, which says, "What does the Lord require of you? To seek justice, love, and kindness, and walk humbly with your God." As I let the words of the song sink in, it suddenly hit me. I realized my reason for having to come on this trip, and why the girl's story touched me so deeply. The emptiness I had felt was the missing presence of God. I had let so many other things get in my way that I did not even realize that there was a void there. Like the girl who had come into the church for the first time and listened to the parables, finally opening her ears to God. I felt the same way, listening to this song that I had sung many times before, but realizing that it was walk humbly with your God, find justice, and love. The magic of the group had been there all along. I just hadn't sat down to listen. God had been calling me back to Starfire, to rediscover the faith I had lost. Starfire amazes me with all its power, helping to guide not only those who participate, but those who open themselves up to listen. As I step into the real world, leaving behind all that was secure, I take with me the faith that I know will never leave. And even if I am no longer standing up here singing with Starfire, the spirit of it will always be with me, and no matter what I do or where I go.
It's the community of story, the community
Go for it, Anna. Yay!
Yeah!
Ta-da!
Ready, Kelby, make the face. 1, 2, 3.
Go ahead and swing him around, Laura.
I'm bored. I'm bored. Help! They're crazy in there. I tell you.